So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Rolling to his right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
Hey, let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. With the first. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. On first down, Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards, as his guys have now. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw here. They'll buy some time right. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson. How will this offense respond? Their defense just gave up the touchdown. Now it's their opportunity. 1st and 10. Ooh, with a juke. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll set up to throw.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And he's going to go down again. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the kick by Rosas is good. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down, so who's this going to be on? So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Back to throw.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people.
And I think the ball's out. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Set. 10 logo. Now.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Giants. But defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left. Being chased out left. Forced out to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be second down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to fourth down as well. Back to throw here.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Barkley, he gets away from one, gets around him, just bowling over tacklers. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Barkley. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. They'll look to throw.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kick.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. That one caught by Ellison. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Barkley. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That's going to be... Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Barkley.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Gordon Tate. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught by Tate. A huge play there in overtime. 41 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. On first down, Barkley. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
The Super Bowl's over. The season is coming to a close. But before we usher you into the offseason, it's time for another edition of Believe It or Not.
Yeah!
Hey!
Let's go.
Guys,
Yeah.
the first time ever a rookie quarterback started and won the Super Bowl. Schrager, believe it or not, this kid is a legit franchise quarterback.
I hate to be dismissive of you or the segment, Kate. Of course, he just won a Super Bowl as a rookie. I think he's not only the franchise quarterback for now, but we're talking 10, 15 years. It was unbelievable what he just did.
Kyle?
I had some doubts back in April. It's a really good look for me right now. But yeah, I mean, the guy's incredible. They struck gold in the draft. They found their franchise guy, Nate. This is it.
100%. We saw this dude go from college backup to NFL elite in one season. Listen, if his rookie season is any indication of what things are to come, oh yeah, it's going to get even better.
Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They're going to look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control
the offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Keelan Cole. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Still fighting for more. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jackrabbit, let's go. Get it.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Second and 4. The quick slant caught. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. They'll try and sneak it here. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Still on his feet. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Now a play fake here on first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
On the ball, come on.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll go to Barkley again. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
On the double.
Check 55, Mike.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I'll protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. The tight end, Rhett Ellison with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now back to throw.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to keep it here. Whoa, shifty. Whoa. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's their quarterback. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the...
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And Tate's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's how we do it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Back to throw.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Being chased out left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He completes it to Tate. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
15-1.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this is Shepard on the catch. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Check. Kill. Hey, Delta.
Back to throw now on first down. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling. There to make
you finish, boy. Finish strong.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it. Start your week by installing your game plan. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
We go. 8-3.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And now running right through him. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. They'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Cole. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember...
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They go play action here on first down. Right after, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Reuben Foster, the former national champion in Alabama, gets in for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They'll set up to throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. This is Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack on third down. Barkley.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver. They'll drop the throw, and that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Rhett Ellis. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete to Tate. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate with 2 touchdowns. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. 17 yards and a giant first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Out to Cole on the right side. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
56, Mike, 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's got some space here. That one good for 24 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley as time expires in the first half. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. On first down, Barkley, nifty move, able to power through. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And now they're in the hurry-up. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, But he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And now running right through him. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
It's hauled in by Shepard. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, his second sack of the night. He'll look to throw.
The amount of...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Rhett Ellison with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 34-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. He'll run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Second and 2. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. But down, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night as his guys can. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
It's caught. Shepard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. He'll look to throw.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Matching hundreds. Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Arizona Cardinals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look at... Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
18 Gators. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Come on.
Second and 1. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Hey, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes it to Tate. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. They were... This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Being chased out left. The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. Looking to throw.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's their quarterback. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the return this time will go out to the... Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. On first down, Barkley. 2 yards on the pick. There, it'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards.
70, Indy.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A handoff to Barkley, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now back to throw.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy work.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Go! Ted Lobo.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tanner Vallejo came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll set up to throw. And finding Keelan Cole. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Dancing to his left. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call